Hi, and welcome back to another version of my Learn English Through Story episodes. I know it's been a long time since I've done one of these, and many of you have really been wanting me to keep recording these types of videos, and I'm finally here to do another one for you. I've been listening to you, and so I am going to do another episode for you today. I'm going to do things a little bit differently than before, and again, I've created one story for you, just like before. And from that one story, I've created 3 difficulty levels of this one story, just like before. I'll use my Ladder of Fluency again, with the 3 levels being the basic English level, the advanced English level, and finally, the eloquent English level. Today, I'm going to share with you the basic English level of this story. And I'll also share details about some of the more difficult vocabulary in this basic English level. To do that, I use my deep learning vocabulary method, as I always do. So again, today, this will be one story at the basic English level. I will read the story first, then I'll go through some of the more advanced vocabulary and give you my deep learning method to help you with it. And then once you're confident with all that vocabulary, then I'll read the story again, because it's a lot more fun when you understand all of the vocabulary. This video is really great for all levels, not just basic English level learners, because if you're at the basic English level, this will really be a challenging video through this story. It will really challenge you. And if you have a little higher level on my fluency ladder, maybe you're at the advanced level, or maybe you're at the eloquent level, well, you can still use this video to really improve your English. And here's how. I'll ask you to shadow speak with me. This is something I found some people really enjoy doing. So when I speak, you speak directly after me. Just right behind me. You hear my words and then you say them and you keep saying them. And I want you to speak with me during the story. Shadow me. I want you to follow my words, my feeling, my tone, my intonation, and use my voice as a model for your speaking. Does that make sense? Okay, should we do that? And then next week, I'll share my advanced level of this same story with you as we climb the fluency ladder. Should we get to work? The story is called The Value of Adaptability in Business. And here is the basic English level from my Ladder of Fluency. The value of adaptability in business. Once upon a time, in a large city, there was a company called Bright Future Tech. This company was known for being creative and friendly. People there liked to try new ideas and work as a team. One day, they hired a new employee named Carlos. Carlos was from Mexico, and this was his first job at an American company. He felt excited, but also a bit nervous. English was not his first language, and he worried about making mistakes. On his first day, Carlos met his manager, Emma. She greeted him with a big smile and said, "Welcome to Bright Future Tech, Carlos. We're so happy to have you here." Carlos felt a little better. He replied, "Thank you, Emma. I'm excited to join the team." Emma said, "At this company, we work together and share ideas. Don't worry if you don't understand something right away. Just ask, and we'll help. Carlos nodded, feeling both welcomed and still a little unsure. At his old job, Carlos was used to following clear instructions from his boss. He didn't speak up much, but here he noticed that his new teammates shared ideas freely, even if they disagreed sometimes. Carlos wondered, is it okay to have different opinions? After one meeting, he asked Emma, is it all right to have different ideas in this team? Emma smiled and replied, yes, Carlos, we believe everyone's opinion matters. Carlos wanted to fit in, but found it challenging. He felt nervous speaking English, afraid he might make a mistake. His teammate, Priya, noticed this and encouraged him. Carlos, we'd love to hear your ideas. Your experience is important, she said kindly. Carlos felt encouraged. He decided to try sharing his ideas, even if his English was not perfect. In the next meeting, the team talked about a new product. Carlos listened, then raised his hand. In Mexico, customers like simple products. Maybe we could make our product more simple too. The room went quiet for a moment. Then everyone nodded. Emma said, thank you, Carlos. Simple designs are often the best. As Carlos continued to share his thoughts, he noticed something amazing. His ideas helped the team see things in new ways. His teammates appreciated his ideas, and Carlos began to feel more confident. He saw that his unique experiences were valuable and made the team stronger. One day, Emma said to Carlos, I am proud of how you have adapted, Carlos. Your ideas are helping us grow. Carlos felt proud and replied, thank you, Emma. I was afraid of making mistakes, but now I see that new ideas are welcomed here. Emma nodded, saying, that's right. Trying new things helps us grow. Carlos continued to learn and adapt. When he didn't understand something, he asked questions, and his teammates were happy to help. Soon, he began sharing his advice with other new employees. Don't be afraid to speak up. Everyone here respects your ideas. It's okay to try new things. As time passed, Bright Future Tech launched many successful products. Carlos learned that being open to change and new ideas was the key to success, both for him and the company. There is our basic English level of this really good story. And I'm going to go through a lot of this vocabulary. Many of you will find this story very challenging. Those of you that want to skip ahead, please just shadow speak with me. I'm going to go through my deep learning method and go through all the vocabulary that I know will be difficult for those of you at the basic English level. And then I will finish this video by going through the story one more time when you're all confident and you all really understand all of this vocabulary. I know there's some vocabulary in here that will be confusing for all of you, no matter how good your English is. So go through this with me. You'll probably learn some new things about some of this vocabulary. Okay? Let's go through it. And I'm going to go through my deep learning method here. One by one, I'll go through each of these different words, terms, and phrases. And what I'll do is I'll give you the definition of whatever it is, and I'll share with you how it was used in the story, what sentence it was in, and then I'll give you an example sentence of how you could use this. And I want you to repeat this. I want you to pay attention to how I pronounce these words, what the definition is, how it was used in the story, and how you can use it. Most importantly, I want you to say all of these things out loud. So when I finish each of these words, terms, and phrases, I want you to pause the video and say all of these out loud with me. The whole idea here is to get you to be confident speaking English. All right? You ready to get started and go through my deep learning method with me in this basic English level? Let's get to it. Here's our first word, adaptability. Once again, adaptability. It's the ability to adjust to new conditions or environments. Now, this was used in a few different ways in the story. It was used right away in the title. The title is The Value of Adaptability in Business. It was also used in paragraph 7, where it was, I am proud of how you have adapted, Carlos. And again, it was used in paragraph 8 of the story. Carlos continued to learn and adapt. And that's where we're going to go from here. So here in the title, it was used as the value of adaptability in business. And an example sentence could be, adaptability is essential in a constantly changing work environment. Again, I want you to pause the video and go through and do this. Be able to say these words, say the sentence that was used in the story, say the example sentence, be really confident in it. If you need to repeat it 2 or 3, 4 times, go ahead and do that. I want you confident, speaking all these great words and terms in business, okay? All right, let's move on to the next one. So the next word that I have on this list is creative, pronounced creative. And it means having the ability to come up with new ideas or find unique solutions. Unique, great word. It was found in the first paragraph in this story, where it was in this sentence. This company was known for being creative and friendly. An example sentence that you could use would be, she is very creative and always brings fresh ideas to the table. There's a nice sentence. Okay, let's keep moving down as we go through here. Excited. I know you know what excited is, but I also know that people use excited and exciting in really the wrong ways in English. I'm not a big believer in right and wrong, but I hear it all the time. I am so exciting. No. You're so excited. This video is exciting. But you are excited to watch it. And so there's just a difference there. So excited, that's why I included it in here. And it means feeling or showing happiness and eagerness. Woo, there's a great word. Eagerness, which means that you're full of the drive to get something done. You're really excited about it. It's a great word. In the story, you found it in paragraph 1. And it was used in this sentence. He felt excited, but also a bit nervous. And here's an example sentence. She was excited to start her new job and meet her colleagues. Yes, she was. All right. You know what you need to do? Go through all of that. Say it all out loud. Make that word, term, and phrases all become very, very confident in your speaking. Let's go to the next word. Nervous. And you pronounce it nervous. It doesn't look like nervous, but that's what it is. That's the way I think about it. Nervous. All these crazy VOUS stuff makes it look really complicated, but it's not. 2 sounds. Nervous. It means feeling worried, uncertain, or slightly afraid. And you can find this in paragraph 1 where it was used here. He felt excited, but also a bit nervous. An example sentence for you could be, he was nervous before giving his first presentation at work. Again, say all of that with me. Make it feel confident and comfortable for you, okay? Pause the video and do that. When you're ready, we'll go to the next word. All right, the next phrase here is work together. I know all of you probably know work and together, but when you're at the basic English level, you don't always put work together. So that's why I included it in here. And it means to collaborate. There's a good word for you, collaborate, or cooperate, another great word, with others to achieve a common goal. You'll find this in paragraph 2 of the story, where it was used as, at this company, we work together and share ideas. An example sentence you could use would be, to finish the project on time, the team had to work together efficiently. There you go. You know what you need to do. Pause the video, say all of that a few times, make it feel comfortable. Start using that phrase together, work together. All right, when you're ready, we'll move on to the next phrase. There we go. Share ideas. Now, again, many of you might know this, but I don't hear this very often, especially from my basic English clients. So to combine these two words, to share ideas, is really nice way to say this. So it means to communicate or exchange thoughts, suggestions, or concepts with others. You can find this also in paragraph 2, where it was used in this sentence. At this company, we work together and share ideas. You could use it as like this example sentence. In meetings, employees are encouraged to share ideas, to foster creativity. Foster is a great word. Really to make something good happen from it, to give it a good home and really put a great atmosphere together so creativity can happen. Super, super, super word. Say all of that with me. Pause this video. Take your time. Say all of that. Make it all come out of your mouth. Become confident in this. Okay, when you're ready, we'll go on to the next word. The next word is nodded. Nodded. And it means to move the head up and down. That's a way of showing agreement or understanding. I am nodding. To nod is a verb. So I'm nodding right now. We do it all the time. You find this again in paragraph 2, and in the story it was used in this sentence. Carlos nodded, feeling both welcomed and still a little unsure. Here's an example sentence you could use. When asked if she agreed with the plan, she nodded enthusiastically. Great. She nodded enthusiastically. Again, pause the video. Say all of that out loud a few times. When you feel confident, let's move on. All right, our next word is unsure. And it's obviously the opposite of sure. So your definition would be you're not certain or confident about something. In the story, you could find it again in paragraph 2, where it was in this sentence. Carlos nodded, feeling both welcomed and still a little unsure. An example sentence could be, he felt unsure about whether he had made the right decision to switch careers, to change jobs. All right? This might be a new word for you, to feel unsure. It's a little strange opposite word. You're sure about something. You're unsure about something. So I want you to become confident and comfortable using this. Pause this video, go through this 2, 3, 4 times, and make sure that this makes sense for you. Okay? All right. When you're ready, we'll go to the next word. Opinion. Opinion. And this means a personal belief, thought, or perspective on a topic. Perspective is a difficult word, but it's how you think about something, your view. In the story, it was used in paragraph 3, where it was said in this sentence. Is it all right to have different ideas in the team? And an example sentence could be, everyone's opinion matters in a discussion, even if we don't always agree. Okay, I want you to, you know what you need to do. Pause the video, go through this a few times, become really confident. Don't just go through this video fast. Go through it slow with me. Go slow to go fast. Makes a huge difference. Become confident using the word opinion. And also, perspective. Our next word is matters. And matters means to be of importance or significance. You can find this in paragraph 3, where it was used in this sentence. Yes, Carlos, we believe everyone's opinion matters. An example sentence that you could use would be, it matters greatly that we listen to all team members during the meeting. This is a really good word, and I want you to be confident with this. So pause this video, go through this a few times, say it all out loud, feel great with this. And when you're ready, we'll go on to the next word. All right, our next phrase here is to fit in, and it means to be comfortable and accepted in a particular environment or group. And you can find this in paragraph 4 of the story, where it was said in this sentence, Carlos wanted to fit in, but found it challenging. Now, you could also use this in an example sentence like this. It took a few weeks for Sarah to fit in at her new school, but soon she made many friends. Fit in is a phrasal verb, and it can be difficult to understand these phrasal verbs, but just get used to saying these things. So this one, I know most of you would never say to fit in. I want to fit in with the group. I want to fit in with these people over here, and they look like they could be my friends in the future. I want to fit in with them. So this is a great phrase. Pause this video. Say it a few times. Really become comfortable and confident, knowing what it means and how you can use it. So give it a try. See what happens. I'll see you in a few minutes. Come back and see me. We'll go to the next word. Encourage. Pronounced encourage. And it means to give support, confidence, or hope to someone. You can find this in paragraph 4 of the story, where it was said as his teammate, Priya, noticed this and encouraged him. An example sentence you could use would be, teachers often encourage students to ask questions to promote learning. Promote, great word in that sentence. This basic English level isn't always so basic. There's some difficult words in some of these definitions and example sentences. It's good for you. To promote, in this case, promote has many meanings, but promote here means to encourage more learning, to create an environment where people are learning more. It's easy to learn in this kind of classroom. Okay? I'm trying to promote learning by helping you become confident. Pause the video. Go through that a few times. Become confident with it. When you're ready, come back. We'll go to our next term. Our next term is product. Well, product is an item or service created for sale or for use. And you can find this in paragraph 5 of the story, where it was used in this sentence. In the next meeting, the team talked about a new product. An iPhone would be a product. You could use an example sentence like this. The company launched a new product that quickly became popular with customers. Like the original iPhone. So, it's a great word. I know most of you know it, but those of you at the basic level, you might not say this word all the time. So, pause this video, go through, say all of that with me, become confident. I'll see you in the next phrase here. Raised his hand. When you raise your hand, you want somebody to say, oh, yes, Grant, you have a question? So it means to lift one's hand as a gesture to indicate a desire to speak, ask a question, or get attention. You can find this in paragraph 5 of the story, where it was used in this sentence. In the next meeting, the team talked about a new product. Carlos listened, then raised his hand. You could use this really good phrase in an example sentence. The student raised his hand to ask the teacher a question about the assignment. You all know what this is, but I also know that this is confusing and not used comfortably by almost all of you. But that's what it is in English, to raise your hand. So go through, pause the video, go through all of that with me. Make this comfortable for you. When you're ready, we'll go to the next word. I had to include this word in here, confident. I am a confidence coach, and I want you to become confident. I know you know what this means, but I really wanted to include this in here because it's so important to be confident. So it means to feel sure of oneself and one's abilities. Sure, but not unsure, okay? Be sure. Don't be unsure about this. Be confident. You can find this in paragraph 6 of the story. Carlos began to feel more confident. Another example sentence could be, she felt confident in her presentation because she had practiced extensively. Woo! You're going to have to look up extensively. It's a great word, and it's certainly not at the basic English level. Extensively means she did a lot of practicing, a lot of it. Maybe she practiced 100 times. That would be extensively. Okay? But confident's your word here. I want you to become confident using confidence. So pause the video and become confident. Saying confident, really meaning it with some feeling. Okay? See you in a minute. Unique. Pronounced unique. Just like that. Unique. And unique means being the only one of its kind. Another word for unique is distinctive, which means it is one of a kind, very special. That's distinctive. So that's too difficult for basic English, but distinctive means unique. And so I included it in there. It was used in the story in paragraph 6, where it was in this sentence. He saw that his unique experiences were valuable. Also, here's another example sentence. His unique perspective brought fresh ideas to the team. Very nice. Okay, again, say all of this out loud. Become very, very confident using this word unique. Say it with me. Really understand the meaning of it. Have the great feeling for it. And when you're ready, we'll go to the next word. I'll see you in a minute. And here's our next word. The word is experience. And many of you probably know this word. Maybe you don't know how to use it in this context, though. And it means knowledge or skill gained through involvement in a particular activity or field. You find this in the 4th paragraph where it says, your experience is important. You could use it in an example sentence like this. Her years of experience in marketing helped the company attract new clients. Again, you know what to do. Say this a few times, feel confident with it. Really have this ability to use experience in this way. And it'll make the story feel a lot better. Okay? Take your time, pause the video, and then come back when you're ready for our next word. This is a phrase, and the phrase is to be proud of someone or something. And it means to feel a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment about something or someone. Really nice way to use this. I know most of you know the word proud, but to be proud of is a nice way to use this. You find this in paragraph 7, where it says, I am proud of how you have adapted, Carlos. Very nice. So you find this word in here, and you could use it this way also in this example sentence. Parents are often proud of their children's achievements. Yes, they are. That's a nice way to use this. So, give this another opportunity here. Say all these words out loud, pause the video, say all of that out loud, become confident with it, then come back and see me in a minute here. Here we go. So our next word is adapted. And we saw adaptability in the title of this great story. We talked about that earlier, and I said it would be in this paragraph, and here it is. So the definition is the same when we use adapted, and it means to adjust or change in response to new conditions or situations. And in this story, it was used in paragraph 7. I am proud of how you have adapted, Carlos. Nice sentence. You could also use an example sentence like this. She adapted so professionally to her new position at work. Really nice. Good sentence right there. So you've been through adaptability. Here's to adapt, which is a verb. And I want you to be able to feel nice and comfortable and confident using this. So pause the video, give this a chance. Say it out loud a few times, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Here is another word for you. Or a phrase, I guess I should say, be afraid of. It means to feel fear or worry about something or someone. Find this in paragraph 8, where it says, don't be afraid to speak up. An example sentence would be, he was afraid of speaking in public, but with practice, he grew more confident. Really nice. You know what it is. But do you ever say it? Do you ever use it? Here's your chance. Pause this video, say all of that out loud a few times, be confident with it, say it with some feeling, and then come back and see me. Okay? See you in a minute. Our next word is adapt. Of course, we've seen this. Adaptability, adapted, and adapt right here. So the definition is the same. To adjust or change in response to new conditions or situations. Here you'll find it in paragraph 8. Carlos continued to learn and adapt. You could also use this example sentence. It's important to adapt quickly to new technologies in the workplace. You've been through this word a few times. Pause the video. Use adapt by itself. Use this example sentence I gave you. Be confident and then come back. Go to the next term. All right. Here's our next word. Or I guess I call this a phrase, to respect someone's ideas. Really nice phrase. It means to acknowledge the value of someone's thoughts or suggestions, even if you may not agree with them. In the story, you'll find this in paragraph 8, where it was, everyone here respects your ideas. You see how the your fits in the someone. So someone is someone. Me, him, her, your, theirs, whatever it might be. So that's what it is. Respect someone's ideas. Another example sentence could be, in a healthy team, it's important to respect everyone's ideas to foster collaboration. Woo! Foster collaboration. Some great words there. So a little more difficult than just, basic English level here, but to foster, we saw it before, is to create a nice environment, give it a good, healthy place. Collaboration is to work together, foster collaboration in a nice environment. That's really what it means. All right, there's a lot in there. Pause this video, take your time, go through it, enjoy it. Come back and see me. Okay, here is our last phrase for this section. All right? So as time passed is this phrase, and it means it's a phrase that you use to show some kind of progression of time or some amount of time. So time has gone by kind of thing. That's progression, is to go forward or go in a period of time. You find this in paragraph 9, and it's used this way. As time passed, Bright Future Tech launched many successful products. As time went on, over the years, just another way of saying that, as time passed. So I want you to feel comfortable with that. It'll be really new for almost, I'm sure, all of you. You could also use it in this example sentence. As time passed, the small startup grew into a major player in the industry. That's what startups are hoping to do. Okay, there's a new phrase for you, so take your time, go through this, really make it make sense so that it's really clear in your head. Say all of this out loud a few times. When you're confident, come back, see me, okay? Pause the video. All right. Ha ha. You did it. We went through 23 different words, terms, and phrases here that I'm sure were new for many of you. If your English is a little more advanced, many of you might have known lots of those. But at the basic level, I think a lot of those are new, especially how they were used in this story. So what I'm going to do now you know all these words, okay? But the idea is to use these words. So I'm going to go through and read this story again from beginning to end. And I want you to speak with me. And it's called shadowing. As I speak, you follow right behind me and you speak with me. If I use feeling, you use feeling. If I pause, you pause. If I change my tone of voice lower or higher, you change with me. Use me as your speaking model. Really try to do this with me. It's great, great, great practice. Okay? Let's go to the story. Go through this thing from beginning to end. Shadow me. Let's see if we can do it. The value of adaptability in business. Once upon a time in a large city, there was a company called Bright Future Tech. The company was known for being creative and friendly. People there liked to try new ideas and work as a team. One day, they hired a new employee named Carlos. Carlos was from Mexico, and this was his first job at an American company. He felt excited, but also a bit nervous. English was not his first language, and he worried about making mistakes. On his first day, Carlos met his manager, Emma. She greeted him with a big smile and said, "Welcome to Bright Future Tech, Carlos. We're so happy to have you here." Carlos felt a little better. He replied, "Thank you, Emma. I'm excited to join the team." Emma said, "At this company, we work together and share ideas. Don't worry if you don't understand something right away. Just ask, and we'll help." Carlos nodded, feeling both welcomed and still a little unsure. At his old job, Carlos was used to following clear instructions from his boss. He didn't speak up much, but here he noticed that his new teammates shared ideas freely, even if they disagreed sometimes. Carlos wondered, is it okay to have different opinions? After one meeting, he asked Emma, "Is it all right to have different ideas in this team?" Emma smiled and replied, "Yes, Carlos. We believe everyone's opinion matters." Carlos wanted to fit in, but found it challenging. He felt nervous speaking English, afraid he might make a mistake. His teammate, Priya, noticed this and encouraged him. "Carlos, we'd love to hear your ideas. Your experience is important," she said kindly. Carlos felt encouraged. He decided to try sharing his ideas, even if his English was not perfect. In the next meeting, the team talked about a new product. Carlos listened, then raised his hand. In Mexico, customers like simple products. Maybe we could make our product more simple too. The room went quiet for a moment. Then everyone nodded. Emma said, "Thank you, Carlos. Simple designs are often the best." As Carlos continued to share his thoughts, he noticed something amazing. His ideas helped the team see things in new ways. His teammates appreciated his ideas. Carlos began to feel more confident. He saw that his unique experiences were valuable and made the team stronger. One day, Emma said to Carlos, "I am proud of how you have adapted, Carlos. Your ideas are helping us grow." Carlos felt proud and replied, "Thank you, Emma. I was afraid of making mistakes, but now I see that new ideas are welcome here." Emma nodded, saying, "That's right. Trying new things helps us grow." Carlos continued to learn and adapt. When he didn't understand something, he asked questions, and his teammates were happy to help. Soon, he began sharing his advice with other new employees. Don't be afraid to speak up. Everyone here respects your ideas. It's okay to try new things. As time passed, Bright Future Tech launched many successful products. Carlos learned that being open to change and new ideas was the key to success, both for him and the company. Ha ha! There is our full story. How's that feel? I hope it felt great for you. It's really nice to be able to tell that story, say that story out loud, and know what all those words really mean. So I hope you're able to shadow me. If it doesn't feel comfortable yet, use this. Follow this. Say it out loud as many times as you can. Keep going through these vocabulary words. This is a great first step in this fluency ladder. It's a nice story. It's not easy. It's a nice story. I want you to be confident and comfortable with everything here, okay? Now, I want you to keep an eye out for next week. And I'm going to take this same story and we're going to climb the fluency ladder. And as we climb this, we're going to take the same story, the same idea, but we're going to make the vocabulary more difficult in the next story. We're going to bring it up to the advanced English level. And it'll be a challenge. Be a challenge for almost all of you. That's what we do with the Ladder of Fluency as we go through my Learn English Through Story video series. I hope you really enjoyed this format. I'll see you next week. Have fun practicing this. I look forward to finishing out all of these videos for Learn English Through Story with episode 4. Okay, see you next week. Please like this video. Subscribe to the channel, share your comments, and I also invite you to learn your Business English Confidence Score. You'll find the link in the description below this video.